Your favorite buddy's on the line for us here.
Mel Gibson?
No, Ernie Blackmon. Ernie just overnighted me.
Yeah.
I don't know if he did.
Uh-oh.
I
can't wait to hear this.
At the behest of Ernie.
Go, Bob.
I asked for some CBD.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like this stuff
What is it called?
Well,
it's like a supplement.
Yeah.
Because I said, give me the strongest anti-inflammation.
Right.
Fix my knee medicine that doesn't have THC.
You're gonna is it drops or something, or is it you apply? Well, let's
Ernie
ask.
is in Jamaica right now. Ernie's the CEO of United Cannabis Corp. You should see what he's opening up down there.
That's
Ernie, good to have you, buddy. Great to have you along. How are you? Can we hear
Good to be back, guys. How you doing?
There he is. You're in Jamaica right now, right?
I am.
So first of all, before we get to what you're doing in Jamaica, I think we have a little delay there because of the international.
No, it's
thing.
Jamaica. Yeah, you kind of go. Oh yeah.
The Ernie. So I asked you, what is the best treatment for inflammation and such, and you said it was a CBD treatment. Is that an under the tongue thing? Am I rubbing it on my knee? What am I doing?
Yeah, so what we're going to do, Sully, is we're going to get you a little bit of topical, which you'll rub directly on your knee, and then also a pill to take in the morning and a pill to take at night.
See,
wow.
There you go. I have to tell you, I talked to a trainer today who has an 80-year-old woman client who has knee problems and got them on CBD.
Yeah.
And they said it would change her life. So I called my buddy Earnie Blackmon from United Cannabis.
It's a big dub, man.
United Cannabis Corporation, stock symbol CNAB. You can go to unitedcannabis.us. Ernie, what are you guys doing down there in Jamaica?
Yeah, guys, well, we're moving forward with our clinical trials down here, and furtherance of that particular pathway, we're planting crops. So we've got the genetics that we need to be able to make our different prana formulations and to make the medicine that we're going to have to supply for the clinical trials. And we're down here getting it in the ground and just getting prepared to move forward in Jamaica.
You know, what's interesting is that you have pivoted from a cannabis company to a biomedical company. I mean, you're in a different space here because you have a full spectrum advanced proprietary cannabinoid therapy that merges Eastern medicine and Western medicine together, and so you become really a biopharma firm, if I should be so bold.
Well, yeah, Sully, we started off in the medical cannabis industry in Colorado in 2009, and then started to see the effects and started to see people coming back, and their conditions were managed; they were getting better. And then once we refined our medicine and our products really into a pharmaceutical grade product, it just made sense to try to take that ball and run with it and really focus on the medical and focus on helping people.
Ernie, I got an email here. What is the name Where did the name prana come from?
Well, prana is it comes from Hinduism and Buddhism, and so it's just a very calm name. And we actually developed it. My partner Tony developed it with our Dr. Brent Reynolds.
You know what I just realized?
Here on the screen, though, I see 5 different steps. P1,
P1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Do you take these all at once over a series of 5 days, 5 weeks? Does the 5 anything to do with it? Is each one different? By number, or what's the story here?
Yeah, those are all.
Or is it an old label and you've moved on?
No, but we're looking on the screen here at the sublinguals. So each one is different.
Go ahead, Sully.
No, it says each one of those different.
Yeah, each one of those is different. So P1 through P5, we offer in sublingual drops, pills, and topical transdermal formulations. P1 is pure THC. We offer that in the active and the non-active. So when you're thinking non-active, think medicinal without the high.
Right.
All the way to P5, which is 100% CBD. And we offer all of them in active and inactive except for our P4, which is completely active, and that's a CBD-CBN variation, which is good for sleep, anxiety, stress levels, and that kind of thing.
Right. Now, the THC that you say is in number 1, but it doesn't affect you psychoactively? I thought that was the drug that does that.
Well, that's right. So there's a process called decarboxylation. So when you heat THCA, which is the way the plant grows THCA, when you heat it, you release the acid and you create the psychoactive version, which is THC delta 9. And that particular compound will get you high. The THCA, you can get the same medicinal effects out of it, but without the high. So if you use a cold extraction technique or a cold infusion technique, you can use the THCA in a medicinal form without actually creating a high.
Wow.
Very good for patients who are cannabis naive.
Ernie, I was reading something in Wall Street Journal literally 2 days ago about how they're comparing the cannabis industry for when they first discovered aspirin. Because aspirin was discovered as this miracle drug, and where the heck did we come up with this? And why did? Because it was a blood thinner, it was a pain reliever, it was anti-inflammatory, and there wasn't really an aspirin plant for that. Ernie, why do you? I don't think we've ever discussed this before. Why do you think cannabis got popular in the last 5 years? I mean, obviously, guys like you are on the cutting edge, but for the rest of the world that's actually accepting this, what was the one tipping point that got it face forward? Was it a news story? Was it the fact that just enough people were using it that it worked? What, in your opinion, how did that happen?
Well, I think the advent of social media really helped push that forward. Obviously, Prop 215 in California was really spearheaded by the community in San Francisco with the AIDS epidemic and everything that was going on there, and the way it was able to eliminate the wasting that went on associated with that particular ailment. But I would say the social media, I mean, we always said a long time ago, we said, look, don't stand in between a mom and the medicine for her baby. So when you've got a baby that's having seizures and they're on all of these pharmaceutical medications and it's not helping, and all of a sudden here's something that the government says you can't have, but the mom knows it works, then the mom's going to make it happen. And politicians don't like to see crying moms on the courthouse steps, and nobody likes to see a sick baby. Right. So I think that really pushed it forward. And I guess if you really wanted to see the media event, the tipping point was probably the Sanjay Gupta special, where it really hit home and it really put face forward on the way the medicine was working.
Hey, Ernie, very quickly, what's up next for United Cannabis over the next 18 months? Obviously, we can't talk about projections and stock prices, but as a company, what are your next initiatives?
Yeah, I would say the movement of clinical trials on our prana formulations. We're in the process of starting our LD50 trials, and our stage 1 safety trials and our pharmacokinetic trials, which is everything to be able to say your medicine is safe. Once you say your medicine is safe, then you go in and say, okay, now we're going to test the medicine on these different indications. From our experience, we have 6 to 8 what we consider low-hanging fruit that from the empirical data, we are really, really confident that it works. We've seen it work multiple times with patients. So I would say we're going to go into the clinical trials, and then we'll continue to lease our technology and lease our products out to the appropriate groups on the ground in different locations in different countries as it becomes available there.
Wow. You know, it's interesting. You never thought you'd hear a company in this space talk about clinical trials. That's the exciting stuff. Ernie, thank you so much, brother. I appreciate it. Thanks for your time. Ernie Blackmon, live from Jamaica here, nationwide, coast-to-coast TV, radio, and the like on the Big Biz Show, and internationally in 175 countries. And now UCAN is over in Jamaica. That's interesting. You know, he said clinical trials.
I'd like to take a trip to Jamaica.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Interesting company. Stock symbol CNAB, UnitedCannabis.us. More Big Biz Show after the break.